In a fight against COVID-19, considering the impending challenge of daily survival, which many might experience for the period of 2 weeks of stay-at-home directive, the member representing Eka Federal Constituency, Right Honorable Victor NWOKOLO, has magnanimously donated numerous food items to his constituents through NWOKOLO Nigeria to enhance the comfort as they observe the stay-at-home order by the state government. The items: 209 bags of beans, 210 bags of rice, truckloads of garri, gallons of palm oil, tubers of yam, and bags of sachet water. The items were programmed to be distributed to 11 communities of Eka Federal Constituency. It is mandated to reach every household of the poor and downtrodden to avoid non-compliance to the 2-week stay-at-home directive. Head Collective Leadership of NWOKOLO Nigeria, Daniel Osifo, pointed out the earlier donation of cash for sensitization and to purchase sanitization materials for their hygiene as a precautionary measure against COVID-19.
We have distributed 20 containers of hand washing basins. Also, Honorable NWOKOLO contributed to the purchase of all these things.
Speaking with our PMTV correspondents, leaders of various communities commended the concern and kind gesture of Right Honorable Victor NWOKOLO, describing his benevolent act as immeasurable.
I said it's quite impressive. That was magnanimous of him to be able to think towards that, at least for the have-nots, giving out rice, beans, and all other items. Quite impressive. We bless him.
So how do you think these food items are going to go around, since there's going to be lockdown tomorrow and everybody's supposed to be in his or her houses? So how do you think they're going to share the food to the people?
Well, mine is first to receive what they give to my Abo Kingdom, to my hall, and I will invite all my VPGs and the communities to come and carry their rice and the items. And I will tell them, as you're carrying the items, we'll tell you is for the have-nots, the indigent, the poor. My executive, we have zoned ourselves into 5 zones, headed by the Vice President General, who will oversee this. Besides that, we also have a Central Supervisory Committee, headed by myself, my DPG, Secretary General, PRO, and the DPRS to supervise it all. The politicians elected, some of them have given us cash to buy preventive measures.
Yeah, of course, I'm delighted because I can see what is on the ground, and I can see that it's meant for a nation in respect of relief package towards this coronavirus. Yeah, we have been doing our own personal effort. The local government chairman, Honorable Victor Boka, have been doing his own best, and Honorable Tony Lokokuri is also. You can see the dress I'm wearing. So I'm on campaign on sensitization tour with my Honorable Tony Lokokuri on that matter when I was called. So that's why I'm here now.
To alleviate the suffering of the masses, okay, including myself.
Okay, as the man representing Messana, I'm very sure that it will get to them.
Fine, immediately, yes. I will drop it with Okwaruku in council. That's all. Okay, and thereafter, I don't know what will happen. On behalf of it, I express our gratitude to him and wish him long life.
It's a good gesture that the act is a good representation, and this shows that he has the people at heart, and bringing these items to his community, it shows he's representing the community, that is the federal level. And it's a very good gesture, and we appreciate him for that, and more grace to his elbow.
As you can see, the member representing the Eka Federal Constituency, Right Honorable Barrister Victor NWOKOLO, is doling out foodstuffs to all the communities in the Eka Federal Constituency for the purpose of equitable sharing, to ensure that it gets to the right people of which this thing is meant for. The NWOKOLO, which is the umbrella body of all the President Generals of Eka Federal Constituency, were called this morning by the President of NWOKOLO, who have invited all the President Generals to give them their own allocation according to the size of the communities they represent. He has also directed that this community president should ensure that they take this thing back home to make sure that it is given to the appropriate people, the downtrodden, those who cannot feed at this period, those who does not have what to do, especially like those who do labor, meager labor to sustain themselves. Now they cannot go out. They've been asked to stay at home. Yeah, this might not be enough, but this will go a long way cushioning whatever they have at this time. He has also released a huge sum of money amounting to about 250,000 naira through Henry Katu to purchase hand sanitizers to be placed in strategic places in a federal constituency where people can sanitize themselves. He is also trying to complement what His Excellency, the governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ato Ifeanyi is doing. I want to commend the governor of Delta State for the effort he has put to ensure that this epidemic does not erode into Delta State. But for this time being, especially for the safety of you and me, people should adhere strictly to the directives of the state government to stay at home. Staying at home means staying safe.
The donation is to alleviate the pains of the downtrodden in this process of lockdown. You can't ask someone to remain in the house for 2 weeks. Let's take the case of a carpenter or a bricklayer that earns 4,000 a day. Now 2 weeks, he's not going to there. How will he survive? I think these are the things that informed Honorable NWOKOLO to do what he's doing under the platform of Oneka. Every community is entitled, not standing to benefit. Now, I want to make it clear, it's not for the rich. Is for the grassroots, and I want to say this to the PGs. We are going to monitor the distribution. For example, most of these PG can afford to buy rice or oil, so we want it to go down to the grassroots, the downtrodden. That is the instruction, that is the directive from Honorable NWOKOLO about the distribution of this item. When we place this in on Oneka platform, one Dr. George HON just put in 100,000. I don't think I've met him more than 2 times. The same thing with Amayo, a doctor in London, paid him money. Obugwe, the rest of them, I've got confused. By the time I realized it, NWOKOLO has even amplified it up to this level. That is why I said he has put tears into my eye, tears of joy, because my philosophy is that when I'm happy, the next person to me is not happy, my happiness is cancelled. And I believe that when a candle lights another candle, it doesn't lose its brightness. That is what Victor NWOKOLO is doing to us. And that is what Oneka stands for. Last night I had a shouting discussion with Chuki Dandy. And this, not quite 2 hours, he made some contribution. Honorable Tony Ele Kokuri, I've been on Facebook, he's doing his own. And I appreciate what he's doing. So these are the elected people that I've talked to. I've not talked to Senator Wong, but we'll still be talking to them. This is not the end of it. We will continue because our people are suffering. If you listen to the jingle of Oneka, we are praying that it doesn't get to a land. For example, if you see what is here now, our plan was to put out 40 of these washing machines. But I was shocked at College of Education. As soon as I dropped it in and put water, the drivers came and washed their hands. The next thing, they started going to their car, bringing bottle. They started collecting it. I couldn't oppose them. When I asked them, they told me, yeah, chagweka, imemo to passenger chakeka, which is encouraging. So we'll continue. As we get more donation, we keep on. The plan was to put one of these buckets in the traditional rulers, one in every traditional ruler. We have not been able to do it. My word is that we are praying that it doesn't come to a land. And I want people to listen to our jingle. You see, if we take it seriously, we'll avert what happened in Italy. There are some people who see the water in my front. If you ask some people to wash their hand, you see, I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. Yes, but do the one that you are supposed to do. There are some who say it's not my portion. Nobody says it's your portion, but take the precaution so that it doesn't be your portion. I want to thank Honorable NWOKOLO. I want to thank all the people working with him, all the guys that came here, without which it would have been impossible for us to do what we are doing. And I want to thank all the PGs. They have never let me down. I want to call them, they will do this. I also want to appeal to the PGs to make sure that these things get to the grassroots. Thank you very much.
Delivering the food items President General of various communities were present to convey the portion of the items meant for their constituents as they sit at home to prevent the outbreak of coronavirus in Delta State. To further allay the fears of the people on the pandemic and adequately orient them in ensuring proactive measures against coronavirus, Daniel Osifo called on all concerned Eka indigenes to do the needful, especially in this trying time in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Reporting from Agbo, Chinoyinim Kennedy, PMTV News.